To start our guitar, you're going to pick one of the two guitar templates I have and you're going to trace it. Notice how mine's at an angle so that it fits on my paper entirely. And then outside of my guitar, I want to make sure I write my name so that it's on there. So now we're going to flip our paper over and we're going to paint on the other side. This will help us next week. So I chose red and purple to make my own color period. And notice how I'm doing all my red first. I'm not making it perfect. I'm just trying to fill some of my paper, and then I will fill in all the white spots with my purple, letting it mix together wherever it touches. So now we're ready to put our guitar together. So you're going to flip it back over and you're very carefully going to cut that out. Make sure after you get that done that you write your name on the back of your guitar because you just cut it off. And do not throw your scraps away because we will use that to help us make the rest of our guitar. So now we're going to use the scraps from somebody else's guitar to make the rest of ours, and we're going to add some details. So I'm starting with a circle, and then I'm going to make a rectangle, and you'll see where I'll put those here in just a second. And I'm going to very carefully cut them out. Make sure you're not cutting them out in the middle because then nobody else could really use this to finish their guitar. We want to hang on to as many scraps as we can. So I like to lay out where my pieces are going to go, and I noticed that that shape for the bottom was a little bit too big. I'm still going to use those little scraps that I trimmed off and make those at the top of my guitar to add some more detail. So we need to add a few other things to our guitars. You're actually going to do these steps different than how I did, but we're going to use some yarn to make some strings, and I actually was able to just use my glue stick and they stayed on. I could only get 3 pieces of yarn on mine to make it stay. You might be able to get 4 on yours. Just depends on how big your guitar ended up after you cut it. And then we'll use some special markers to add a few other details to make them stand out and look more like a guitar.